All right, good day, smart movers. We are headed to South Dakota. We're headed to Mount Rushmore, the Mount Rushmore State. And I just want to get it in and almost complete the series of all 50 states, giving you the data on them. Is it America's hidden gem here in South Dakota? We don't know. That's what we're about to find out right now. If you're not already part of the Smart Movers Club, head over. You could join for free to strizzyreport.com. It is a weekly newsletter where we just try to uncover the underserved and undervalued markets in the U.S. So you could live, invest, and work there. That's all we're trying to do. All right, so why consider South Dakota? No state income tax. We already know. Number one in economic freedom, okay, according to the Pacific Research Institute here. Lowest cost of living in the northern U.S. Booming remote work scene. Oh my God, the digital nomad's going to love this state. Stunning natural beauty here in South Dakota. So we're going to get into it first with the population. It has seen a 12% increase since 2020. They're sitting at about 925,000. The net migration is plus 15,000 a year here. So people are coming in and they're actually staying. Where are they coming from? California. Tax refugees, you already know how it goes. Remote workers where they could keep their job anywhere and live anywhere they want. Minnesota, they're coming for lower taxes and they like the climate. They're already used to that climate. Illinois, the high tax state plus high crime areas in Illinois. They don't want to be a part of that anymore. So they're coming for tax haven status. They're coming because 250K buys a 3,000 square foot home. They're coming for easy residency. They only need 24 hours to establish domicile in South Dakota. And the best small town quality of life in America. So 4 South Dakota towns is in the top 10 of U.S. for the best quality of life. So go figure. Who's leaving? Young professionals after 2 to 3 years for big city markets for jobs, so they need to get out. Native Sioux seeking opportunities. Limited tribal economic growth. So we are seeing they leave. Okay, Sioux Falls has more banks per capita than NYC. And I just want to put this in. Let me just search this thing real quick because I just want to make sure. I did this on a couple different videos. I just want to make sure. Okay. I'm actually pronouncing that right. And I am, ladies and gentlemen. And I am. Doing way better now. All right. The state has more cattle than people, 4:1 ratio. So a lot of cattle there. All right. So let's talk about the cost of living. And we're going to start off with housing. Sioux Falls, 320,000 is the median home price. That's seen an increase of 9%. In that area, you got healthcare and finance boom going on. So a lot of people wants to be in the area they work in. And with that, raises the price of the homes. Rapid City, you're seeing 290,000 is the median home price. That's seen also a 7% increase. That's due to tourism and the remote workers love that area right there. Aberdeen, 210, which is the lowest, really bigger area, bigger city, bigger, center in South Dakota is the lowest at 210 median home price. But even that has seen a 4% increase. That is the most affordable city in South Dakota. Brookings, and then we got Deadwood coming in at 350. That's seen the most year-over-year increase in the median home price at 350 because it's a vacation home demand. Look at your map. Where is Deadwood? I don't know. It's not on the map. I don't know what area that is. So, all right, what about rent? Aberdeen, you got $900 for the rent. Sioux Falls, you got $1,600. So in the 320 median home price, you're paying $1,600, which is about average in Sioux Falls. Mortgage, you're looking at about $1,800 a month for a 4-bedroom mansion in the rural areas. The big house, $1,800 a month. We're seeing in other markets, other states, that these mortgages could vary and go up to, $4,000 to $3,200. In Texas right now, in certain markets, you're looking at $3,300 a month. And this is good interest rate, 2.5% in 2021, 2020 new home bills. So this is good to see. But again, you're dealing with a rural area. Taxes, income tax, as we said, 0. The sales tax is 4.5% state, plus tack on another 2% local average in other areas. Property tax 1.2. That's below the national average, but it is higher. Okay. Again, with income tax being so low, property tax, the state has to make money. Okay. We gotta sacrifice something. What do you want to sacrifice? Winter heating, with the propane costs, it could go upwards of $3,500 a year as a hidden cost. Car insurance, though, is 20% higher than the national average due to what? Due to hail. Hail damage risk is really bringing that up. Let's talk about the job market. Unemployment is 2.1%. It's the second lowest in the nation. The top industries that we're finding in South Dakota: healthcare, finance, agriculture, tourism. Tourism, of course, you got Mount Rushmore that draws about 3 million a year. I've never actually seen Mount Rushmore. I should have probably driven across South Dakota just to see it, but I didn't get to see it. Agriculture, they spawn that soybean, cattle, of course, corn. And the credit card companies love, and that's why these banks are there. The credit card company finance is big because they love the tax laws that South Dakota brings. Salaries, nurse, there's a high demand statewide. The nurses, truck drivers, agriculture, shipping, back and forth, and software developers. Okay, so there's limited white collar jobs there outside of Sioux Falls, so we got to take a look at that. The boom bust cycles in tourism areas. If people don't have a lot of discretionary income, recession, or even just a constriction in the economy, you're not going to see the tourism a lot. And then most of the people that are coming is international tourism, where, if the outside world is looking at America a little differently, it may shape tourism of the state. So I definitely want to go see Mount Rushmore. I have never seen it. I mean, it's just, I know. I just want to go see. All right. So lifestyle and culture. The pros is outdoors, world-class hunting, fishing, hiking if you're into that. Community, extremely friendly, low crime. They got the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. That brings in about 500,000 plus visitors to the area. The cons, though, we got harsh winters, man. -30. Wind chills is crazy. Makes you feel like you're up in New England. I've only felt cold like that in Kitchener, Canada. Okay, when I went up to, I never felt cold like that. I mean, I've been through some Boston cold. I've been through some, New England winters, Jersey, of course. But the coldest I've ever seen myself or felt was up in Kitchener, and I was up in Canada, okay? Limited nightlife and dining outside of Sioux Falls. You're not going to get those amenities. Oh, let's, go out for dinner. Let's go watch a movie, grab a dinner, watch a show. It's just not outside of Sioux Falls. You're not going to kind of get that. Okay. Safety. Here we go. Violent crime is below national average. Safest city is Brandon, Harrisburg, and T. Politics, of course, Trump won by 26% here in 2020. It's a deep red state. Abortion banned, okay, except to save a mother's life. Best places to live, top 5 for relocators. If you think about it, Sioux Falls is the only real city with amenities, okay, in South Dakota. Rapid City, gateway to Black Hills. As you see, Rapid City, great, booming. It's actually in my last, Rapid City came out as a city to look at under the radar in my last newsletter. Actually, Smart Movers Club, go over to StrizzyReport.com. Shameless plug, but still got to say it. We did do a write-up on Rapid City. Brookings is a college town. Brandon, best suburb for families. And Spearfish is coming in as an outdoor paradise. Okay, think twice about Pine Ridge. It's the poorest county in America. Poorest county in America. And Watertown, it's isolated and it's shrinking. So yes, if you want no state taxes and affordable living, if you love outdoors and small town life, yes, if you work in healthcare, finance, or if you work remotely, Hell no if you need urban amenities or diversity. Hell no if you can't handle extreme weather. And if you don't like to be too isolated or the cold. If you're only doing this as to get the taxes, you could probably get the tax benefits elsewhere if you don't like all the other things. Okay, the sources I use today is the South Dakota Department of Revenue, U.S. Census, Sioux Falls Development Foundation, FBI, and all of that. So thank you so much for listening. I'll see you on the next state. I probably at this point only have about five or six more to do. So I'll just knock them out as fast as I get them. Hope you enjoyed listening to the Mount Rushmore State, South Dakota. Have a good one.